Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Down to Earth Astronomy. Elite Dangerous Patch 2.1 is here, and today we're having a quick look at some of the updates and some of the changes that has been made to ice mining. Ice mining is very similar to normal mining. Instead of finding a metallic ring, you would find an ice ring, and you would go in and prospect and mine just as you would on a normal ring. The difference is you get a different type of materials, and I've listed some of the materials here on screen. And so why is ice mining interesting? Well, if we look at the galaxy average prices, would have put up next to the materials as well, we can see that most of them are not really that interesting. We do have a few that's up in the 2,500–7,000, and then we have the low temperature diamonds, 57,000 credits per diamond. That's a lot. I mean, previously the most valuable material you could mine was painite at 33,000. This is a lot for a single material, and that was what got me interested, saying maybe we should have a look at ice mining. So I took my mining asp and I went out to the nearest ice ring, and I began initially just prospecting and looking up prices just to see what kind of materials you can get. Maybe I should tell that I'm not sure this is the complete list of all the materials you can get. These are just the materials I encountered. I've spent, I think, almost half a day just flying around trying to prospect different rings, trying to figure out what's what when you ice mine. And what I came up with, what I found out was, often you would see most of the materials, but low temperature diamonds are very, very rare. I mean, I was first to just start out by mining like I normally would, and later I went on to not really mining, just prospecting, just to get a feel for what is the actual chance of getting a rock that has low temperature diamonds in it. And I tried both going into the high density part of a ring, I tried the low density part of the rings, and also tried extraction sites, both high and hazarded. And the result was pretty much the same, that I was only able to find three rocks actually, during that whole night that contained low temperature diamonds, which net me a total of 2 diamonds in, I think, something like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. Now, bear in mind that I did spend a lot of time just prospecting and not really mining, so you might be able to get better results, especially if you find a good ring, because I suspect that the density of these, how often you would encounter these materials vary from ice ring to ice ring. So my feeling for ice mining is, even though it's nice to see alternatives to the normal metallic ring mining, I don't think it's worth it. I think if you compare the prices to the three most valuable materials you find in metallic rings, which is painite, palladium, and platinum. Sorry, painite, platinum, and palladium. That's the one. I'll put them up on screen here. We can see they are all in the 13,000, 18,000, and all the way up to 33,000 area. Where in reality, when you ice mine, you can ignore the low temperature diamonds because they are so scarce. You find them, they're so hard to find that I don't think that it's credit per hour wise is worth it at the moment. I must say though, I don't mind having these very rare materials. I think it's a good addition to the game. That you can choose to go and try your luck. I mean, this is a bit like a lottery. You can go and try your luck and hope that you find some of these diamonds. But what I would really see as a benefit to ice mining was a slight more increase in the prices of all the other materials. I mean, if you look at some of the others, they are all in the, most of the others are below 1,000. That means you cannot sorry, you cannot really reliably make the same amount of credit as you would mining in a metallic ring. So again, if you feel like gambling with your time, you can make a lot of money and you can get lucky when ice mining. But I think in the long run, you're gonna make more credits from mining in a regular metallic ring. I said that when I did the prospecting and the testing of this, I went into both high density and low density and different resource extraction sites to try and compare. I didn't make a full list, or actually recorded what I did, but because someone argued on the forums that the way the game is programmed, there is a certain amount of each material available per volume in the ice rings. So if you go into the low density where there are fewer rocks, each rock will actually contain more of the materials that you find. I haven't tested it yet, but I'm going to do that in a new video. Another addition to mining is what we're looking at here. This is materials, and so you both have the materials that you mine, but you also have what is actually called materials in the game. And what you might have noticed as I was flying down here, around here and prospecting, is they now also says material content, and most of them are low content. But this is when you mine, in addition to getting the normal materials or the normal components that you would get, you will also get these materials as I show here. And they go in different tiers, and I haven't really gone too much into what they are, what you can use them for, but it looks like it's for crafting. So you can craft, for instance, some of these frameshift drive boosters that for just a single jump will increase your jump range of the frameshift drive, which I see can be handy if you have to go in between two stars and you don't really have the range because the stars are thin. In most ships I don't think this is going to be necessary, but I can see situations where it would be nice to be able to increase your frameshift drive range. But as I understand it, I haven't tested this yet, but as I understand it, these are also added to normal mining, which is a nice addition. I'm not sure you can. They're in a separate cargo hold, and so I think you can not really move them between ships. I haven't found a way that you can sell them either. So I think it's just something that you would passively collect as you mine and collect materials. That you can then use to boost the ship, so you would actually be rewarded for using your ship. I would expect that there would be many ways that you could collect them. I know that you could also collect them from planets, so if you want some of these materials on your combat ships, you can go fit a surface reconnaissance vehicle, go to a planet and collect some of the materials there. And the materials comes in different tiers, so tier 1 are the most common, and then they go to tier 5, I think, which is the most rare components that you can find. I've only been able to find tier 1 or grade 1 and grade 2 components when I was ice mining, but it's definitely something that I will look into in the future. But this is my thoughts on ice mining. Again, to summarize, I don't think it's worth it. It's interesting with the very, very high and very, very rare ice diamonds. And I'm sure someone at some point when time goes by will find a very, very efficient way of mining this, and it might be an efficient way to mine in the future. But for now, I think that you're better off just staying in your metallic rings. Unfortunately, I would have loved to see a new way of mining that would be comparable, at least, to the metallic ring mining. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. Consider giving the video a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and this has been Down to Earth Astronomy, and until next time, have a good one.